So here's a story, actually a follow-up, really a conclusion, I should say, to a story that we have covered here on a Ring of Fire multiple times just this year. I think we've talked about it several times on America's Lawyer. I know I've done independent segments, and this, hopefully, is the final time I have to talk about this story. Because Ron DeSantis, Republican governor of Florida, went down in flames this week after his prized legislation to loosen child labor laws to replace migrant workers that he's shipping out of this country, it died. It's dead. It's gone. You see, the Florida legislative session is officially closed. No more bills. Any bills that were still pending are now gone for good and must be rewritten, reintroduced during the next session, and then the process starts all over again. But here is what happened. Ron DeSantis' staff had basically written this bill for the Republican-controlled Florida state legislature. And what it did was it weakened child labor laws, which I've discussed plenty of times in the past, basically allowing 16 and 17-year-olds to work overnight shifts without a mandatory break on school nights. It also opened up the possibility for 15 and 14-year-olds to do the same thing. And the reason he had to do this is because Ron DeSantis has been the most cooperative governor with Donald Trump's mass immigration policies, mass deportation, I should say, sorry. And so DeSantis has been going around rounding up immigrants as well, and so Florida is losing a lot of workers. I mean, we are talking about a significant portion of our workforce that DeSantis is rounding up and shipping away. Also, with the protection against Cuban immigrants and Venezuelan migrants who make up a huge part of Florida, we're running out of people. So DeSantis said, hey, let's just make the kids do it. The state house, which is Republican-controlled, barely passed the measure back in April. They passed it along party lines, and you had a lot of Republicans that it didn't sit well with. And then all hell broke loose with the DeSantis administration. There was the big scandal about him taking the $10 million and funneling it through his wife's charity back into his campaign. Basically, a real emperor has no clothes moment. And DeSantis has been facing a Republican revolt in the state house and state senate ever since then. So when the bill barely passed the House, made its way over to the Senate, the Republicans in the Senate were like, no, we're not going to do this. Screw you, DeSantis. You're corrupt as hell. You're trying to further your wife's political career so she can catapult you to the White House. This is ridiculous. We're not going to do it. So they sat on it and let it die at the end of the legislative session. A little cowardly because they could have just voted it down, but they decided to do the petty thing, which sometimes is the funny thing, and let it die. So this bill, written by Ron DeSantis' own staff, to replace migrant labor with child labor, is, for the moment, dead in the state of Florida. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.